The controversial document containing detailed procedures for the potential invocation of martial law was a subject of deep discussion at the National Assembly. Rival lawmakers questioned military officials on why such plans were drawn up and demanded a thorough investigation. Kim Min-ji has the highlights from that briefing session.
Rival lawmakers on Tuesday debated a highly controversial military document containing detailed procedures for the potential declaration of martial law. At a parliamentary briefing, they agreed that a thorough investigation is needed to find out exactly why the Defense Security Command drew up the documents and who was really behind it. The ruling Democratic Party of Korea called it an act of causing social disorder and said those involved need to be held accountable.
We cannot accept that drafting the documents was the decision of Defense Security Command. They must have been told to do it by someone higher up, and then the head of the unit ordered it done. That line of command has to be figured out.
I understand.
The Defense Security Command, the military's intelligence wing, is under fire after documents were found showing plans to consider the possibility of invoking martial law to quell protest if a court ruling last year on the impeachment of then-President Park Geun-hye caused public unrest. The military and the prosecution are forming a joint investigation team to look into whether the documents were in any way illegal. The main opposition Liberty Korea party, meanwhile, questioned what the purpose of the documents was, whether the unit was within its rights to draw up such measures in preparation for an emergency, or whether there was some other plan in the works.
There are two views. One is that it was drawn up to prepare for a worst-case scenario that could compromise national security, or that it was a plan for a certain political group to stage a coup. How do you see it?
I think it'd be best to wait for the probe results.
Rival lawmakers also insisted that the investigation must be transparent and free of interference by the presidential office. Meanwhile, the Defense Ministry said reforms will be carried out at the Defense Security Command, such as stopping the illegal surveillance of civilians, so that it can focus on its core purpose of security and the prevention of espionage. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.